Hello, let's go SD here and welcome back, yes, to Foundry. It's finally time to show you what I've done, and oh boy, I've done a lot of stuff. Yes, the mall is finished, but that's not the thing that I want to show you. This is with the previous one, we finished all that stuff. Kind of almost finished the game if I'm correct. But I was thinking, yes, let's do a nice big factory. But it's not done, nope. The first thing what is done is the first floor. And the second floor is work in progress. Like you can see, a lot of belts, a lot of stuff, but don't worry, I will explain a little bit more about that. Of course, the basic stuff, we're going to check out what's going on, belt 1, 2, 3 and all that stuff. Still need to change the colors, but I think that should be awesome. And of course, all the other ones are done. There is one thing that's not working, and if I'm correct, it should be all the way somewhere down here. There it is, there it is. So yeah, freight elevator is not done, and the reason why is I need to make one more item. Yes, that's the CPU. I do already make that all the way down there, but I didn't edit this one at the moment. Because every machine, every stuff, everything is 180 maxed out belt. Ooh, we can check this out. But let's go, yeah, first of all, let's go with the elevator, why not? So the plan is using these elevators to see if we can do some stuff and make it a little bit nicer. I don't know if that's going to work, but yeah, we're just going to do it. Let's see, which one is it? The top one? 145, that's just the height that I got, so that I know, okay, that's the place. Need to rename it, all that stuff. But here we go. This is the top one. This is an awesome one, especially if I want to dump some items. Oh boy, I got a lot of building blocks, so that's fine. I'm going to dump that in here. So it's going to dump all of that in here. It's going to be destroyed just like that. Quite easy. We can expand this like crazy. Alright, like you can see, everything is all belted and all that stuff. Just the same with the mall, but then inside the building. And I'm using, of course, the transport ships. Why not? The basic setup is all the way down here in the backside. It's all working like it should be. Did leave a lot of room just in case, because if we got a problem, for example, we need one item to another one, you can do it like so. Or you got another problem and it's going to be a little bit too messy, you can also split this one and then jump it down. Most of the time it's because you need 4 items, and that's sometimes tricky. So jump down to the next one, jump down to the next one, jump down to all the way to the one that you want. Yes, I will use this many times in between, and yeah, I love this a lot better than I done before. So you don't need always to go underneath and all that stuff. But yeah, it's working, it's all good, it's all nice. I can see I've already been setting some stuff in here to make it a little bit nicer. And this is going all the way to, of course, the other side. And yes, I left this one open because I was thinking maybe do something with this one in here. Don't know yet what I'm going to do, but if you got some suggestions, you can always let me know in a comment. And of course, don't forget to do the like and subscribe stuff. This will help me a lot, especially, yeah, to keep this going. Because I've been working like crazy, many hours, many days, even weeks. So, yeah. I'm not going to explain too much in this because, yeah, we need to cover all that stuff. Everything is 1280. Everything is maxed out with the maxed out belt. So if you check it out, we got the belt all the way down here. Yes, there it is. Yeah, 1280. That's maxed out. That's awesome. The one thing that I'm not bringing in is the wire. We need 120 wire coils. Nope, I'm not bringing that in because I'm just doing it like so. If you check this one out, we got 160 for this one with 80 of these rods. Not a problem, more than enough. So one machine in the background just didn't. And of course this will get a floor and all that stuff. But right, this is already looking awesome. And of course every item is going to be with this ship. And on this side I did already set this one up. Yes, we're going to get a lot of building blocks really fast because I've added 3 of them in there. So it's going to be a 480, 480 and 480. I know it's too much. The belt cannot handle it, but what we can do to fix this problem, I've think I just forgot to do this. Let's remove this one quickly. Quickly fixing this. Input, of course. And then, for example, this one in here. And this is going to be output. So that means we got this one is going to be 50-50. Then one belt in the background will work normally, if I'm correct. Alright, I could be wrong, but I think it's fine. Alright, let's jump straight to ahead all the way down here. Also, this means I'm going to delete all of that in here, destroy it all, remove it all. But there is only one item I still need to make. Oh, the CPUs. But we need so much of this waffle-like stuff. And yes, I've been checking that out in between. And these are going to be a lot of machines, especially these big ones in here. So if I calculated this correct, I need like 512 machines to get this one maxed out belt. And yes, I've been planning to do that. Oh, believe me. But that means I need, of course, 1,000 every time for these 512. So that means, of course, we need to produce a lot of them. 2 of them, so it's going to be a little bit less, the halfway I think. And then of course with 40 of this one, no, after this one. We can only use the big furnace for this ore, but that's something later on. Alright, that's done. Let's go check out the big things that I've done. Alright, the first thing that I've done is placing this big construction in here to see if I can make it work. And yes, it's working. It's because we can go with infinity resources and all that stuff. We get the fracking liquid, not a problem. We get 4 of them in here. I'm just using 1, I think, for limited stuff. And this is an awesome thing. So you get the pipeline to pipe pump and all that stuff. I've been testing this. This one is connected with the power. And this one also. So it's kind of not really that bad to make. And of course you get different pieces you can use for that. So big ones, small to big and all that stuff. Alright, this is fracking, but it's not going to be today with fracking. If you want to know, of course, more of that, just let me know. And just one air stuff is really necessary just to bring everything to 100% kind of. But yeah, that's for later on. Alright, look at that, You cannot see it all. It's so much in here. It's going further and oh boy, further. But alright, let's check it out. So we got a lot of stuff on the left side, we got a lot of stuff on the right side, we got a lot of stuff again on the left side, but also a lot of stuff down there, but we cannot see it. It's really too far away. But okay, that's fine. Let's start with just the basic stuff. What I've done is just make sure we got all the airplanes grabbing the stuff, doing the things. And yes, taking sure we got the scene of pirate ore and all the resources going all the way down there. Some ignium and all that stuff, and then bring it with the belt to the place that we want to get it. And yes, I did calculate this one in here. So if we check this one out in here, let's open it just like so, because you cannot use the E button like you can do on this screen. Should be an awesome thing to get that one done, but yeah, let's press this one. Alright, so we're bringing in 1280 raw resources. And we're going to push out 1280 Xenophyrate plates. Alright, to explain this, why did I use, of course, 2 lines, is because it's going to be, yes, 16 times 4, 64, but it's going to be all the way down there. This is a separate line, it's all the way going down there. So I doubled the production, so we got like 2000 and even more plates in here. And then the awesome way to bring everything to the next one. I do have some airships going to the correct place and all that stuff. On the ground, all the crazy stuff. Yes, you can get some tips, tricks and all that stuff in here. And maybe some nice designs. But right, that means I know how much I need to bring in and how much I can get out. You can also use the big smelters and all that stuff, but I'm not going to do that. Nope. The big smelters is the calculation a little bit harder. This small one is the easiest one that I'm doing. And yes, we're going to use them a lot. Alright, for this one it's going to be the same, of course, but that's not all. We're going to push it all the way down here. And we're going to get some mechanical parts. So 16 total assemblers, tier 3 of course. We bring in the 1280 Xenophyrate plates and we get 1280 machine parts. Yeah, That's not really that hard. It's just 1 to 1. Yeah, that's easy. And of course, bring it in. Let's check out the next one. Alright, of course, we're going to get the plates. And after the plates, again, we're going to make the mechanical parts. And then all the way down here, we're going to get something else. Yes. We want to get the advanced mechanical parts. That's the reason why it's down here. So bring in 1280, that's with that other line. We need to bring in 640 steel. And then that's all said and done. And make sure you bring it to the correct place. And yes, you can see it, it's the tier 1 for this one. I'm using the tier 1 for now is because, yeah, it's easy to get 640 and 1208 to the correct. And yes, in total we need 42.66 and even a little bit more. And then on the last one we got the 7, but I'm not adding that all in here. So I'm adding 43 of them, and the reason why I've done that is always one machine will, yeah, not work 100%, but it's still working. So we don't need to balance all the crazy stuff. Alright, we're going to check out the steel. Alright, bringing with the steel, we got a total 2 times 8 is 16, of course. We bring in 1280 ignium ore. We're going to bring in 2560 xenofired ore. And we're gonna get 640 ignium ore. Yeah, that means combination with 2 of them to make sure we got the last one in here. This is, yes, you can see it, the Crusher 2, not the Crusher 1. Crusher 2 is even better. And then we got 64 machines. It's going to bring in 640 and bring out 640. So if you want to get 1280, double the production and you got 1280. But this one was all the way down here for our advanced mechanical parts. 640, perfect, 100%. Alright, now we're going to produce a little bit more. So again, we got the xenofired and the ignium and all that stuff. And we bring it all the way down here and we're going to bring in some more steel. So 640, again the same, but I've doubled the production. Yes, that means of course we got the 1280 all the way, oh yeah, to the transport. Alright, time to get with the titanium ore. We're going to bring in some 1280 raw resources, getting 1280 titanium rods. Yes, it's same with the plates, same calculation, not really that hard. Of course, make sure we got 2 lines to, yeah, push this a little bit. Why do I do this? All that stuff, I will explain that a little bit later. Let's check out the next one in here. Oh, this one is a little bit bigger. Yeah, but not really that hard. The reason why is it's just the basic stuff like before. But we're going to make, and maybe you can guess it, we're going to get some wire coals. So we need to bring in all that stuff. So I got this one times 3. I don't know why. I think I've made a mistake. I think it needs to be times 2. Because we're going to do, yeah, everything times 2. Oh, out. Out? 3? Am I correct? Nope, I'm not correct. It should be times 2. Alright. Fix that problem, that's not an issue. We got so 16 in total, 1280 is going to be titanium rods, and we're going to bring out 1280 wire coal. And the line is, yeah, continuing. So this one line is going to continue to the next one, and this line is also going to continue to the next one. So with this calculation, we got a perfect balance for our 1280 electric components. Look at that, 640 times 2 titanium rods that we have left. And then the 1280 wire coals we're bringing in. Love, love, love it. Really awesome. By the way, if you want to do this the same but then with another belt, yeah, if you can see here, 1280, the other one, like the green one, so conveyor 3 is 640. If a calculation that I've made, you need to divide it by 2, and then you can also do it. And for this one, yeah, need to divide it by 4 if I'm correct. And then we got the last one that's divided by 8 to get all the calculation correct. But don't mind that, if you're all the way down here and you follow my channel, you know, yeah, there is a lot more. Oh boy. Alright, this one is all fluid stuff. The reason why I have to also do the fluid is because I don't know where I'm going to need it. And I just do the basic stuff. So I bring in some of 24 of the crude alumite in, and then we got some 24 low density alumite. So this one is 50-50 if I'm correct. Yes, look at that. Of course we got the waste gas, but that's pushed all the way on the left side. Not a problem. This one is going to be the same, but it's going to bring out 1800 liquid polymer. And this one is going to bring out the aluminum gas. You can see it's almost 24,000, but it's 21,600. And yes, this is the design. So I did already do a little bit of designs here and there. I was hoping to do more and maybe place a lot of big building on top of that. But after so many hours, days and weeks, nope, not going to do it. Did bring in this one all the way on the left side to bring it out. Let's look a little bit nicer. And then we got the waste is going all the way down there. And of course we got the alumite from all the way down there, down here. So fluids, I got a storage in here just in case. We're going to set up a pump so we are sure we don't have too many of these pipes and all that stuff. So this is working perfectly. If you think you got too many pipes, press the V button, then press the left mouse button, and then you can see we got 228 from the 300. Not a problem. So if you got 300, yeah, then you need to place a pump in between, because that will bring some issues. And yes, even this one calculates as a pipe, or maybe more pipes, I don't know, but even this one, strange, but it's true. And to bring it all the way into the, of course, the cargo shuttle pad, but this is for the liquids. 3 times to speed things up, always nice to see. And then I pushed one more down under the ground all the way through here, so we got a double of them always stored up, and for every resources and all that stuff. Alright, we are at another place. Yes, this is the basic titanium rods, all that stuff is going in here. Yes, this is a big setup. So this setup is all made just to bring in some, or make some circuit boards. Yes, it's a lot. So it's 27 machines times 2 is 54. We need 53.33 and so on in there. We also need polymer boards, but I did bring in this way already the 1280 electric components. We're going to make 1280 circuit boards, of course. That's the goal of this game. And then we got these polymer plates, and that's of course on this other side in here. Yes, this is the setup to make that, and even we're going to need some to transport to another place. I was checking out, did I place a board somewhere so I know the calculation. I did forgot about this plate, so I did make it quickly, so did a little bit of calculation. We got in total 43 machines in here, 42.66 to be exactly, and all the stuff. We bring in a liquid polymer 6400, and we got the polymer boards 1280. Yeah, this is just into the middle. I don't really think it's necessary to push it all down. It's quite easy to do, just basic setup is enough. And of course the output is going all the way down here. And where is this all coming from? Of course all the way from down there. We are making that already. Look at that, it's already in the tank. We are having more than enough. And of course I did add an extra light in here, push it on the ground all the way to the correct place. Of course we're going to bring it in, but we're going to also push it out, because we need a little bit of that in here. And if we're going to use it, it's going to be for this one. Look at that, how beautiful. Alright, these are already a lot of setups that we have discussed, but there are many more to go. And going all the way till the energy cells. Yes, even that's the one that I'm going to show you. But we still don't have the CPU, but that's hopefully for the next one. For now, let's focus on the next thing in here. And all the way down here, we're going to make some other stuff. And before we're going to make that, we need that mangling with these two to get a Sino combination. And yes, you can guess it, it's going to be for the steel. Not going to say how many machines again, you can see it. It's 64, 64 and all that stuff. Bring it all the way down here. Oh boy, here we go. Now we get another machine. We need in total 107. But we really need 106.666667 and so on. And we're going to bring in You can see it in here. If I can click on it, yes, we're going to bring in 39,000 low density alumite, 1280 steel, and we're going to make 1280 hydraulic pistons. Oh yeah. To make a full line, we need really a lot of machines. And believe me, that's not really a lot, because we will use in the future even more. We need to make, of course, this one. Let's check that out. So we got a 26 in total. We bring in the crude alumite. It's just the crude alumite is going to make us 39 low density alumite. And we only need a little bit of that. So we got a little bit extra. That's fine. And it's all nice in here. It's all pushing down. Of course, the waste is going to the other side. And all the outputs just on the side to make it a little bit nicer. Of course, you can make it even nicer if you want, but yeah, for me this is working perfect. Of course, pushing this in the storage just in case. Always nice to see, so it's working. And yes, I tested all these machines to make sure it's all 100%. Look at that, got more than enough in here. And yes, again, 2 of them. And check it out, we get also the concrete. Concrete, you can say, yeah, that's not really that hard. Yeah, it's not really that hard, but look at how many machines that I need. Oh boy, to get a maxed out line. This means we're going to start with the mineral rocks. We're going to bring it in to bring in 1280 gravel. So 1280 gravel, we got 22 machines in total, 21.33 to be exact, and all that stuff. 426.6 and so on, mineral rocks. So let's say 257 or something like that. Make sure we got the maxed out gravel line in here. That's one line all the way down there. Then we need our cement. Oh yeah, we need cement to make the concrete. 64 in total, all the mineral rocks. 640 cedar ore and 1280 cement is coming out. Just basic, little balancing here and there. Kind of spaghetti-like, but still beautiful spaghetti-like. Yeah, I think so. Alright, bring it all in here. Make sure you got a storage. Why do I use this storage in here? If I want to bring the cement somewhere else, I can place a transporter and all that stuff. Should be also a way to do it. And the same for the gravel. You never know. Alrighty, we got 80 casting machines in total. We bring in 640 cement and 1280 gravel. Even 6400 water to get 1280 concrete. Yes, 80 machines. Just like that. And it's kind of same as the mall. Up and over, and bring it in. I did place this, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 in total. Yes, 8. The reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want the pipes to be too much. So 8 should be more than enough. Alright, this is the way that I've placed all of that in here to make it a little bit nicer. And it's looking awesome. Beautiful. And bring everything to the correct place. Did push in 2 lines in here to speed things up. But that's beautiful. It's working awesome. Alright, for this one we're going to bring in a lot of mineral rocks again to get a lot of gravel out of there. And all that gravel is going to be changed into, yes, you can guess it, a glass. So this is a little bit strange. I got 22 in total. It should be 21.33. I did place this 5 times, so 5 machines in total. And then we got an input of 1280 of the gravel. But the output is 155.96 and a little bit more. If you're going to do this, it's not going to be the correct number, but if I calculate this with all the way down to 6 numbers or even more, then it could be, yeah, 1280. So kind of is 1280 glass, but yeah, it's a little bit strange. You really need to calculate this all the way to the lowest number. Alright, just quickly checking it out, and it's going to be like 13 numbers below the 0. Yeah, that's really annoying, but it's working. And of course, transporting it again. Look at that. This beautiful spot just to do that. Awesome. Alrighty, now we at a big setup. Yes, a huge setup. Why do we need such a huge setup? Yes, it's going to be the energy cells all the way. Let's check out the energy cells already. So then we know a little bit more. I'm not going to start from the beginning. Let's go start with this one in here. We got a total of 107, need 106. We're going to bring in this Xeno plates. We're going to bring in 1280 glass, 1280 electric components, and we're going to bring in 12,800 aluminum acid. So the acid needs to be in here, and we're going to get 1280. So many machines you're going to need. It's not really that hard to calculate, but we need a lot of stuff down there. So we already know how to make the glass. We already know how to make the electronic components, the plates. So I'm not going to show you that again, but I'm going to go all the way down to this, yeah, big setup. Oh boy, this isn't the other story. Oh yeah. Alright, to start all of that in here, to make that aluminum acid, we need some powder. And the powder is of course made in this one in here. So let's check that out. We got 43 in total, 42.66 we need. We got then 1280 ignium ore rubble is coming out. It's going in. We got 5020 ignium powder coming out. Make sure if you're going to bring it out, it should be like 10 machines, 11 kind of, but I did 10 machines and the other ones, yeah, I should add another line in here to make the belts always work, because you're going to bring in 5000 and a little bit more, so, and that's going to be divided in 5 pieces. Oh yeah, 5 pieces. The reason why we need that 5 pieces is we need 43 machines again, but we're bringing in the powder in here. Also we're going to bring in 24,000 gas and 8,000 water. Water, not a problem. Check that out, it's in here below. That's really nice. And of course we're bringing that gas from all the way down there, but I'm transporting it with yeah, or nice ships that's working. And if you remember correct, I did say it's a little bit less. Yes, we don't produce enough of them. And that means we don't produce a lot of them, because look at that, we're going to bring in 21,600. Yeah, not enough, so I need to add some more machines. That's why I left this one open. I can double the production onto this side. Not a problem, not an issue. Adding some more flying ships in here, also not a problem. Always make sure you get a lot of room. Oh boy, you will need it. And yes, I got a lot of room. So we got all that gas stored in here, yes, all the way down here. And make sure we get that on the correct spot. So bring it in. Make sure you get the pumps and all that set up and done. I did to place them in a storage just to make sure everything is working. And then, yeah, make sure it's all connected. This setup that I've made is, I need to bring in this item only in one side, the electrical components, and on this side. And all the rest needs to split by 3. Glass and the plates, glass and the plates, and of course, yeah, plates and the glass now. What's easiest, best way to do it. And then the pipes all the way on top. We can walk through here, not a problem. Love it, beautiful, look at that. Only need one in here, but of course done the same as the other ones. To get that one done, oh boy. And that's it, that's the whole story, kind of what I've done. If we're going to check out the map quickly, it's a big one. It's just a big one, and I've been destroying all the rocks and all that stuff. And I'm grabbing all the stuff, of course, from other locations. And yeah, that's it. And that's going to be the setup, look at all the belts. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A lot of work, a lot of stuff to do, all the crazy stuff. But alright, I'm going to end this episode. If you get some questions and all that stuff, just let me know in a comment. I really would appreciate it. If you do, also the like and subscribe stuff. This is going to be awesome. The final thing that I want to do before going to finish up to the next part is going to be the CPU. And also I did do a little bit in between. Oh yeah, my technology is a little bit different. We got mining efficiency all the way to 12. We got pump efficiency to 11. Yeah, let's start this one, just make sure this one is even. I'm doing that, it will take some time of course, but this is also an option that I want to do later on. We're going to automate everything, even the science, to 1280. That should be awesome if we can do that. But still, need to figure out a lot of stuff. And this will be the huge problem, to get this one CPU. That's crazy. Because if we're going to check that out, and if I calculate a little bit quickly. Alright, I did calculate this a little bit, and it's going to be like 320 machines. Oh yeah. I need 320 of these chemical processors, these chunky boys. 320. Imagine, that's massive. But I'm going to do it. I would want to get this also maxed out and all that stuff. Yes, of course, I did place some of them in here so we can transport the basic stuff like the plates that we're already making inside. And in the meantime, I'm still producing the robots in here, selling them, doing the stuff that I want to do, and I did already upgrade a lot of stuff even more. Let's check out down here. Yes, this one we want to have. Let's go check it out. Station upgrade. So, hull is completed, not a problem. Construction bay, it's already down to 6 or up to 6. So I did improve that a little bit. Solar panels all the way down here with 10. Then we got a reactor. Yeah, that's already a reactor number 4 that we can do. It will give you a lot of power. Oh boy, 250. And yes, construction materials and all that stuff is kind of okay. Not really a problem. Then we got the space hangar is all the way with the 4 in here. It's all done. The next one is going to be the docking facility. That's maxed out. We got the sales platform also maxed out. Then we got the cargo bay all the way down to 2. Thermalite vault. I could add another one just in between. Increase thermalite till 10 million. Oh, that will cost a lot. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now, but that should be a nice thing. And then it's it's still not all the way done. I could do that. It's cheap. But this will upgrade the galaxy sector and all that stuff, but we're not working on that at the moment. Communication center almost done. And yes, a few more to go is with the marketing license. I got all the way down to here. That's 200,000. I got that all in here. But still, yeah, I don't know. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's make that one done. Then we got, what else? The R&D, that's all maxed out. And the final one is the orbital laser to the max. So yeah, use the orbital laser as much as possible. Also, I noticed one more thing before going to end this. Yes, we got Adapt. Adapt, that's 5 million. And the only way to do that is to buy it off. And that's maybe the goal of the game. But before I'm going to do that, I want to make sure I got everything set up. Next on top of that will be, of course, the decoration. And we want to get also the science, all the stuff automated to the max. That's crazy if we can do that. And yes, the power is still going with the solar power, with energy, batteries and all that stuff. And every time, if more and more machines are working, I will upgrade this platform even more. And yes, even more. So it could be huge after a while. Alrighty, that's going to be it. This is a quick overview, but I'm going to end this episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. Of course, don't forget to do the crazy stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye all.